Yesterday there were a handful of events and interesting news, so let's begin very quickly. Friends, let us know in the comments below which club you are a fan of. Let's see whose fans we have the most. Now smash like to the video because we are about to start off. Manchester City defender Eric Garcia has negotiated his personal contract with Barcelona. Harry Kane has netted 11 goals and 11 assists in his 17 Premier League appearances this season. The centre-back of Napoli, Nikola Maximovic, can move to Liverpool, according to Sky Sports. Koeman is confident in the transfers of Depay, Wijnaldum and Garcia in summer, although the club would rather buy Eric in the winter. I think it's normal to see Salah's name linked to other teams, especially from different leagues. Anyway, I see him very happy here and pleased with his performances this season, said Fabinho. Lorient reported that 11 players were infected with the coronavirus. A week ago, there was a match against Monaco. On the official website, Lazio has announced the start of cooperation with the national team of priests of Italy. Neuer made his 410th appearance for Bayern Munich. He caught up with Mateus. Sterling missed 3 consecutive penalties in the Premier League. This hasn't happened since 2017. Man City is unbeaten in 14 games in a row. The club has a winning streak of 7 games. AC Milan want to loan Bayern midfielder Leon Dayaku with a buyout option. Phil Foden is the youngest player since April 2016 to score 10 goals in the Premier League. He reached this mark at the age of 20 years and 230 days. Aston Villa has asked the Premier League to reschedule the game with Everton due to the outbreak of the coronavirus at the club. I asked the players to run less. Without the ball you have to run, but with the ball you have to walk or run much less. Stay more in position and let the ball run, not you, said Man City coach Pep Guardiola. Manchester United sold Fosu Mensah to Bayer for £1.8 million. The contract is valid until the summer of 2024. Lingard's agents have begun negotiations with Nice to loan the midfielder from Manchester United. Atalanta won't sell Papu Gomez to the top clubs in Serie A so as not to strengthen competitors in the fight for the Champions League. Odegaard is a beloved player in Real Madrid. He will achieve success here. Jovic was unlucky but he surely has the skills, said Zinedine Zidane. Rashford discussed with Boris Johnson the inadequacy of grocery baskets for those in need. In the photo, you can see these food sets. Real has suspended working on the transfer of Camavinga. The club will assess the impact of the pandemic and the Champions League on its budget. Man City put the father of the academy player Gabriel Fernando Almeida on a fictitious job as a scout to pay the family bypassing the rules. The matter took place in 2011. Man City is interested in Sassuolo midfielder Manuel Locatelli. Milan gave Duarte to Istanbul on loan for 1.5 years with the right of purchase. Manchester United are ready, excited and hungry for a match against Liverpool. We are in a good position, said Solskjaer. Marseille loaned defender Lirola from Fiorentina with a buyout option. Rashford has 11 points in his last 14 Premier League games, 6 goals plus 5 assists. Atletico and PSG have the highest number of clean sheets in the top 5 leagues. Both clubs have 11 clean sheets. Regina terminated Lafferty's contract and loaned Mastor to Carpi. A number of interesting matches took place yesterday. All the results are in front of you. Now it's time for us to dive into the main news. Striker Moussa Dembélé has officially become Atletico's footballer. The Madrid club has loaned the 24-year-old striker until the end of the season and will pay €1.5 million. The deal includes the option to buy out the Frenchman for €33.5 million, with another €5 million provided as bonuses. Also, Lyon will receive 10% of the amount of the subsequent sale of the player. To replace Dembélé, Lyon got Leicester forward Islam Slimani free of charge, signing him until the June of 2022. Real Madrid is seriously looking forward to making a big deal by signing Kylian Mbappe next summer and have developed a strategy, reports US. The Real club intends to earn about €150 million from the sales of its own players, which will include Bale, Isco, Marcelo, Ceballos, Jovic and Brahim Diaz. The Spanish club also expects to take advantage of Mbappe's expiring contract, thereby lowering the transfer price. According to the source, in the worst-case scenario, PSG will demand an amount of 222 million euros for the player. That are the funds that were invested in the signing of Neymar. Former Barcelona president Joan Laporta said that in 2003 the club could have signed Cristiano Ronaldo, who was then playing for Sporting. "We have just signed Ronaldinho and Rafa Marquez. The people of Marquez proposed us to sign a boy named Cristiano Ronaldo, who was at Sporting Lisbon at the time. One of the agents said that they have a player they are selling to Manchester United for 19 million euros, but they would have sold him to us for 17 million. But by this point we had already invested in buying Ronaldinho. Cristiano was more of a flank player than a player of the center. We felt that we had everything under control, so we snubbed the purchase of Ronaldo, which I don't regret," claimed Laporta in the interview with Iniestazo. We start off with the Italian Cup. 3 more matches took place within the 1/8 final. Napoli passed Empoli 3-2. Goals were scored by Di Lorenzo, Lozano and Petagna. Inter barely outplayed Fiorentina on an away victory of 1-2. Vidal and Lukaku brought Conte's team a ticket to the quarterfinals. Juventus also made it to the round of 8. The Turins defeated Genoa with some great efforts, 3-2. It's worth noting that Old Signora played with the reserve squad. Goals were scored by Kulusevski, Morata and 21-year-old Hamza Rafia. The winning one was provided in the 105th minute. In the 88th minute, Pirlo even had to release Ronaldo. Next stop, Premier League. Tottenham lost points in the match with Fulham, 1-1. Manchester City beat Brighton with a minimum score thanks to Foden's helping leg, 1-0. The citizens are 4 points behind Manchester United. A bustling sensation in the German Cup. The humble Holstein Kiel knocked out Bayern, which played with quite a strong lineup. The hosts responded to the goals of Gnabry and Sané with inaccurate strikes from Bartels and Wall. In the penalty shootout, Holstein turned out to be luckier, 6-5. The decisive penalty was missed by the newcomer of Munich, Marc Roca. Now we are to proceed to France. PSG won the Super Cup by beating Marseille 2-1. This is the first trophy of Maurizio Pochettino. Icardi and Neymar scored for the side of the Parisians. Marseille responded with a kick from Payet. And finally, the first semi-final match of the Spanish Super Cup. Messi couldn't help Barcelona. Lionel had a hamstring injury. Leo had a bandage on his left leg before the match and Barca missed the captain very much. The Catalans couldn't beat Sociedad in the regular and extra time. L'Oreal responded to the goal of Frankie de Jong with an accurate shot from the 11-meter point performed by Oyarzabal. The match reached the point of a penalty shootout and Marc-Andre ter Stegen shone there. The German goalkeeper had a groundbreaking performance with his 2 saves, and Barca advanced to the Spanish Super Cup final. GRIEZMANN was remembered for the most shameful penalty shot taking, shifting the responsibility to RIQUI PIUG. But Barca's prodigy didn't disappoint and brought the Blaugranas to the final. Koeman named 4 penalty takers. "I asked to be the 5th, said RIQUI PIUG after the match. GRIEZMANN, by the way, thanked Riqui after the match, saying, "Thank you, I owe you a dinner." Ter Stegen said that he doesn't care who the team is to play against in the final. Messi was very worried about Barcelona prompting his partners, and we must say, it will be very interesting to see the Catalans in the Super Cup final. The opponents are either Real or Athletic. Lionel's participation in the big final is a big question. Friends, we ask you to support our new project, Another History. On this channel, you can live one day as a historical character. This is a top content. We advise you to subscribe and watch the first video about Vikings. Have a good viewing. Well, it was football news. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.